Hi, welcome to Move Movement Yoga. My name is Sarah. Today's class is going to be a morning flow. It's something that you can do upon rising. It's a great way to start the day off, find a little bit of movement and spaciousness throughout the body. It's a great way also to set the tone of your day. When we practice today, we actually have a bit of rain where I am at the moment, so if you hear the rain, just see if you can maybe integrate it into the practice, using the sounds of the rain to maybe settle you down into your breath. You won't need any props for today's class, and today's class should be relatively short and sweet. So before we begin, if you would like to find me anywhere else on the internet, I'll leave my Instagram and my Facebook, and you can do so. And if you love this video, please let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to like and subscribe and do all of the good things. All right, let's begin the class. So first we're just going to arrive in a child's pose. So take your knees out wide, bring them out to the edges of the mat, and just begin to walk your arms forward. Just allow the crown of the head to settle down. And just spend a few moments connecting to your breath. Allowing yourself to really breathe into the lower part of the back body. Slowly expanding through the chest. Starting to notice your connection to the earth. While you're here, and you continue to maintain this breath, breathing in and out through the nose. This is a really great time to call in an intention or a theme that you might like for the class or the day. Let it be something simple and allow it to come through you intuitively. So for me today, my theme will be presence. I would like to move with more presence, not only on my mat but throughout my day. Presence allows me to connect to an inner stillness, so I can see and respond to the world from a more balanced state of mind. Then when you're ready, begin to take a nice long deep breath through the nose. Open the mouth to sigh. If at any point in time you need to use a cleansing breath, do so. It allows you to drop into your body a little bit more and maybe out of the mind. So utilize the tool as you need to. Then when you're ready, begin to walk your hands. We'll come into our tabletop position. So let's just begin by warming up the spine a little bit. We'll move through our moving cat-cows. So what I would like you to do is just sink the belly, tilt the sit bones, shine your heart forward. Take your eye gaze in the direction of your heart. As you exhale, tuck your toes, begin to draw your hips towards your heels, keep your chest lifted. Then as you inhale, round through the spine, tuck the chin, come back onto your hands and your knees. Exhale, sink the belly, shine the heart, draw the hips back. Take a few rounds like this. Inhale, tuck the chin. Exhale, sink the belly. Draw the hips back. And this one, once again, I always say this, it's a little less about how it looks and more about how it feels. So we're just looking for fluidity in the spine, spaciousness. If you've just woken up, you might find that you're feeling a little stiff. So just play with the movement. You can sway your hips from side to side, maybe draw some circles. Just really beginning to warm up. And then when you're ready, just take your hands forward just slightly. Tuck your toes, and we're going to come into our first downward facing dog. When you arrive, pedal through the feet. You might feel tight through the back of the hamstrings. That's all right. Just honor where you are in your body right now. As we begin to move, we'll create a little heat, and everything will slowly start to open up. So as you continue to ground down through the heels, stretch the hands away, work to draw the chest down towards the upper thighs. Then I want you to inhale, come onto the balls of the feet, tuck your chin, wave yourself forward into a plank position. Then as you exhale, sink your hips, draw your shoulders back and find your upward facing dog. Then as you exhale, bend your knees, lead with your hips and come back into your downward facing dog. 2 more, inhale, keep the chin tucked, come onto the balls of the feet, wave yourself forward into a plank position. Exhale, sink the hips, draw the shoulders back, upward facing dog. Exhale, bend the knees, lead with the hips, come back into your downward facing dog. 1 more, inhale, wave forward, push the earth away from you, plank position. Exhale, sink the hips, draw the shoulders back, upward facing dog. Exhale, bend the knees, lead with the hips, downward facing dog. Take a nice long inhale through the nose. Exhale, side of release. Then leading with the right leg, draw the foot up in towards the air. Then bend your knee, draw it in towards your chest as you plant your foot between your thumbs. Drop your back knee and then inhale, low lunge. Eye gaze goes up. Exhale, sweep your arms behind you. 2 more, inhale, lift up. Eye gaze goes up. Exhale, draw the arms behind you. Last one, inhale. And then as you exhale, bring your fingertips down, shift your hips back, and we find our first half splits. So while you're here, root down through your heel, flex your toes towards your face, and bring your hands either side of your leg. Take an inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, fold over the thigh. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And as you exhale, shift your weight forward, frame your front foot, pick up your back knee and drop your back heel parallel to the short edge of the mat. And then as you inhale, come up into your warrior 2. Bend into the front knee, ground down through the edges of the feet. Take an inhale, draw the energy up towards the crown of your head. And as you exhale, push it back down and towards your feet. Then interlace your hands behind your back, puff your heart up towards the ceiling, and then as you exhale, hinge into your humble warrior. Draw the crown of your head down and allow your arms to come overhead. Then as you inhale, push into your feet, come back into your warrior 2. Bring your left hand down next to your right foot and front foot. Take your right arm up and pick up your back heel as you pivot. Then right hand comes down, step back into your plank position, then move through your vinyasa. We meet in downward facing dog. When you arrive, pedal through the feet, and then take a nice long inhale through the nose, side of release. Left side, inhale, left leg draws up. Bend the knee, draw the knee in towards the chest, plant the foot at the top of the mat. Drop your back knee, inhale, arms up, low lunge. Exhale, sweep the arms behind you. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And as you exhale, bring your fingertips down, shift your hips back, come onto the front heel, flex the toes, and come into your half splits. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And as you exhale, plant your front foot, frame the foot with your hands, pick up your back knee, drop your back heel, and then inhale into your warrior 2. Keep bending into the front knee, take your eye gaze over your middle finger. Inhale your breath towards the crown of your head, and as you exhale, push it down into the soles of your feet. Interlace your hands behind your back, puff your heart up towards the ceiling, and then as you exhale, hinge into your humble warrior. Inhale, draw up, extend the arms out. Right hand comes down next to the front foot, pick up your back heel, and then take your left arm up towards the ceiling. Eye gaze goes up. Exhale, bring your hand down, find your plank position, meet in downward dog or move through your vinyasa. When you arrive, take a nice long inhale through the nose. Exhale, side of release. Right leg draws up. Bend the knee, draw the knee in towards the chest, plant the foot at the top of the mat. Inhale, low lunge, sweep the arms up. Exhale, draw the arms behind you. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale, really reach up, draw out through the lower back. And then as you exhale, bring your fingertips down, shift your hips back, find your half splits. Root through the heel, flex the toes towards the face, and then inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And then as you exhale, shift your weight forward, plant your hands, pick up your back knee, drop your back heel, find your warrior two stance as you inhale. Ground down through the feet. And then on your next inhale, interlace the hands, puff the heart up, and then as you exhale, fold into your humble warrior. Crown of the head comes down. As you inhale, begin to rise. Extend the arms out. This time, pivot both of your toes to the long edge of your mat. Bring your hands onto your hips. Take an inhale, squeeze your elbows, puff your chest up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, hinge into your wide-legged forward fold. Crown of the head comes down. Take an inhale, lift the chest, eye gaze goes forward. Exhale, fold. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And then as you exhale, point your left toes towards the back of your mat. Bring your right hand next to that foot. Pivot your back heel and then take your left arm up towards the ceiling. From here, bring the left hand down. We push back into a downward facing dog. Connect to a nice, steady, even breath. Same side, right leg draws up. Bend the knee, and then you're going to take your knee nice and high as you come onto the ball of the left foot. Then from here, you're going to step your right foot to the outer edge of the right hand. Drop your back knee, and we find our lizard pose. Keep pushing into the hands, lifting the heart up, and take your eye gaze forward. Nice, steady, even breaths. Then tuck your back toes, and then you're going to step your left foot to the outer edge of your left hand. Come into your squat position. Sink your hips down, bring your hands in front of your heart, draw up through the crown of your head. Then as you inhale, begin to rise, sweep the arms up towards the ceiling, eye gaze goes up. Exhale, bring the hands through center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And then as you exhale, sink down. Hands come down, step back into your downward facing dog. From here, wave yourself forward, move through your vinyasa, or just stay in downward dog and find a few breaths. When you arrive, take a nice long inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh to release. Left leg draws up. Bend the knee, draw the knee in towards the chest, plant the foot between the thumbs. Drop your back knee, inhale, low lunge, eye gaze goes up. Exhale, sweep your arms. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And as you exhale, bring your fingertips down, shift your hips back and find your half splits. Root through the heel, flex the toes towards your face. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And as you exhale, plant your front foot, pick up your back knee, drop your back heel, and then find your warrior two stance. Sink into the front knee, take your eye gaze over your middle finger. Connect to a nice, steady, even breath. Then bring your hands onto your hips, pivot both of your toes to the long edge of your mat, squeeze your elbows in, puff your heart up towards the ceiling, and then as you exhale, fold into your wide-legged forward fold. Crown of the head comes down. Then as you inhale, lift the chest up. Eye gaze goes forward. Exhale, fold. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And then as you exhale, point your right toes back towards the top of the mat. Left hand comes next to it. Pick up your back heel, take your right arm up. Eye gaze goes up. Bring your right hand down and then step back into a downward facing dog. Still working on the left side, draw the left leg up, bend the knee, open the hip. Come onto the ball of the right foot, take the left knee nice and high, and then step the foot to the outer edge of the left hand. Drop your back knee and begin to draw your heart towards the top of the mat. Take your eye gaze forward. So find your lizard pose. Connect to a nice, steady, even breath. Then when you're ready, pick up your back knee and then step your right foot to meet your right hand. Find your squat position. Bring your hands in front of your heart, draw up through the crown of your head. Then when you're ready, take an inhale, straighten the legs, sweep the arms up, eye gaze goes up. Exhale, bring the hands through center. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, begin to sink down into your squat. Bring your hands down and then step back into your down dog. Once again, the option is up to you. You stay in downward facing dog or you move through your vinyasa. When you arrive, take a nice long inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh to release. Then we move to the right side. Draw the right leg up, bend the knee, draw the knee in towards the chest. Plant the foot at the top of the mat. Drop the back knee. Inhale, low lunge, sweep the arms up. Exhale, draw the arms behind you. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale, really reach up, take your eye gaze up. And then as you exhale, bring your fingertips down, shift your hips back, find your half splits. Root through the heel, flex the toes towards the face. Take an inhale, lift the chest. Eye gaze goes forward, exhale, fold. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And then as you exhale, plant your front foot, pick up your back knee, drop your back heel, and then find your warrior 2 stance. Sink into the front knee. Really ground down through both edges of the feet. On your next breath, interlace your hands behind your back, puff your heart up towards the ceiling, and then as you exhale, hinge. Crown of the head comes down. Keep pushing into the soles of the feet, drawing that energy up. And then as you inhale, begin to rise, extend the arms out. Bring your hands onto your hips, pivot both of your toes to the long edge of your mat. Squeeze your elbows in as you puff your heart up towards the ceiling as you inhale. And then as you exhale, fold forward. Draw the crown of the head, keep a little micro bend in the knees. Then as you inhale, lift the chest. Eye gaze goes forward. Exhale, fold. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And then as you exhale, point your left toes towards the back of your mat, right hand next to it, pick up your back heel, left arm goes up towards the ceiling, take your eye gaze up. Left hand comes down, step back into your downward facing dog. Still working on the right side, draw the right leg up towards the ceiling, bend the knee, open the hip. Then as you inhale, come onto the ball of the left foot, take your right knee nice and high, and then step the foot to the outer edge of the right hand. Keep drawing your back heel towards the back of the mat, and this time we keep the back knee lifted. Take your eye gaze forward and ground down through your hands. Then step your left foot to the left edge of your front hand. Left hand. Sink your hips down, bring your hands in front of your heart. Connect to a nice, steady, even breath. And then as you inhale, sweep your arms up, eye gaze goes up. Exhale, bring the hands through center. Inhale, draw the arms up, eye gaze goes up. Exhale, begin to sink. Bring your hands down, step back into your downward facing dog. Still working on the right side, draw the right leg up towards the ceiling. Begin to bend the knee, and then you're going to align your pigeon pose. So right knee in front of the right wrist, and allow the foot to just come out at a 45-degree angle. You're going to frame your front leg with both of your fingers, keep your back toes tucked. Then as you inhale, squeeze your knees towards each other to pull yourself up, so activate your legs. Exhale, release. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And then as you exhale, take a reclined pigeon. So walk your arms forward and just settle into a steady, even breath. Just take a moment to recall your intention and your theme. And just ask yourself, how can I allow that to integrate into my day? What actions do I need to take? What thoughts do I need to create? Then when you're ready, begin to walk your hands back. Roll onto your right side and bring your back foot forward. Begin by planting the sole of the foot and then wrap your arms around your leg, just underneath the knee. And then as you inhale, draw your knee in towards your chest, draw up through the crown of your head. Then as you inhale, begin to point your toes up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale, really point through the toes. Exhale, release. Roll over the knees, plant your hands and come back into your downward facing dog. If you want, you can move through your vinyasa or just take a few breaths in down dog, whatever you need. When you arrive, take a nice long inhale through the nose and sigh to release. Then we move to the left side. Inhale, left leg draws up. Bend the knee, draw the knee nice and close to the chest, and then plant the foot at the top of the mat between the thumbs. Drop your back knee, low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, sweep your arms behind you. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale, really reach up. And then as you exhale, bring your fingertips down. Pick up your knee, drop your back heel, inhale into your warrior 2. Keep grounding down through both edges of the feet. Make sure your eye gaze is over your middle finger. And then on your next inhale, interlace your hands behind your back, puff your heart up towards the ceiling, and then as you exhale, hinge. Come into your humble warrior. Keep pushing down through the soles of the feet, and then as you inhale, draw yourself up. Extend the arms out. Then bring your hands onto your hips, pivot both of your toes towards the long edge of your mat. Squeeze your elbows in, take an inhale, puff your heart up towards the ceiling, and then as you exhale, hinge as you come down into your wide-legged forward fold. Crown of the head comes down towards the earth. Then inhale, puff the chest up. Take your eye gaze forward. Exhale, fold. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And then as you exhale, point your right toes back towards the top of the mat. Pick up your back heel, left hand comes down, right arm goes up towards the ceiling. From here, step back into your down dog. Still working on the left side. Take the left leg up, bend the knee, open the hip. Come onto the ball of the right foot. Take the left knee nice and high and then step the left foot to the outer edge of the left hand. Keep drawing your right heel back towards the back of the mat and keep your right knee lifted. Take your eye gaze forward. Once again, connect to a nice, steady, even breath. Then the back foot joins the front foot. Find your squat position. Hands come in front of the heart, draw up through the crown of your head. Inhale, sweep the arms up, eye gaze goes up. Exhale, bring the hands through center. Inhale, sweep the arms up, and then as you exhale, sink back down into your squat. Bring the hands down, then step back into your downward facing dog. Still working on the same side, left side. Inhale, draw the left leg up. Bend the knee and then align your pigeon pose. Keep the back toes tucked. Frame your front leg with your fingers. Make sure your back toe is tucked, and then as you inhale, draw your knees towards each other to really activate the legs to pull you up. Exhale, release. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly release and find your reclined pigeon. Once again, connect to a nice, steady, even breath. Walk your hands back. Roll onto the left side, bring the back foot forward. Plant the sole of the foot. Wrap your arms around your leg. Draw your knee nice and close in towards the chest. Draw up through the crown of the head, so try to avoid rounding through the spine. While you're here, take an inhale, point your toes up. Exhale, release. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And then as you exhale, release the leg, roll over the knees and come back into your downward facing dog. Once again, the option is up to you. Stay in down dog for a few breaths or take your vinyasa. When you arrive in your down dog, take a nice long inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh to release. Then rise to the balls of your feet. Take your eye gaze between your hands and you can step or hop towards the top of your mat. When you rise, lift your chest, come into your flat back, take your eye gaze forward. Then exhale, fold over the thighs. Keeping your fingertips on the mat, then take an inhale, rise onto the balls of the feet, draw the heels up, and then begin to sink down onto your heels. You can stay here or maybe challenge your balance, draw your arms forward. It's really activating the legs. Then nice and slow, you're going to take your knees out wide, and you're going to see if you can control yourself as you come down onto your sit bones. When you arrive, take your feet forward, take an inhale, lift the arms, tuck the chin, and slowly roll down onto the back. When you arrive, keep your right leg extended, draw your left knee in, squeeze your knee in and roll your knee out from side to side. Then from here, take the edge of the knee towards the right side, come into your supine twist. Take your left arm out and then take your eye gaze in the opposite direction of your knee. Keep up, coming back to a nice, steady, even breath. Then when you're ready, slowly come back through center. Extend the left leg out, draw the right knee in. Start first just by rolling the knee out from side to side. Then allow the knee to drop over to the left side. Extend your right arm out and take your eye gaze away from your knee. Then when you're ready, slowly come back through center. Draw both of your knees in towards your chest. Draw your chin towards your knees, or your forehead, sorry. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. And then when you're ready, just lower your arms, take your legs up towards the ceiling. Point through the toes, squeeze your thighs together, your legs together, and then draw your navel in towards your spine. Begin to lower your legs as fast or as slow as you want to go. But we're just looking for length. Toes as far away from the crown of the head. When you arrive, take your feet out wide, take your arms out wide. Windshield wiper your feet from side to side. And we'll just settle into our Savasana just for a few moments. So while you're here, I want you to take a nice long inhale through the nose and take the biggest sigh you've taken all day. Allow yourself to drop into the body, releasing any of your weight, any of the tension that is not needed in this moment. Know that you are supported. And begin to establish this trust within this space. This trust that allows you to connect inwards, to experience vulnerability and softness. We're only here for a few moments, so really allow yourself to drop in. Sometimes for most of us this is one of the most difficult poses. So if you can, if you find your mind wandering, just come back to the natural rhythm of your breath. Notice its nature, notice its quality. And as you do so, begin to really deepen it, breathing in and out of the nose into the belly. Now it's completely up to you how long you want to stay here. So if you feel that you need a bit more time, feel free. Otherwise, just begin to draw your knees in towards your chest. Allow yourself to roll onto your side just for a moment. And then when you're ready, nice and slow, begin to rise. Just arrive back in your seated position, whatever is the most comfortable for you. Just bring your hands in front of your heart, and you can close your eyes or soften your gaze. Just allow yourself to come back to that intention that you set at the beginning of the class. I want you to really focus on that energy. Feel it through every cell of your being. Connect this intellectual concept into the actual fabric of your being. And then when you're ready, take a nice long inhale through the nose, and then open your mouth and sigh to release. Thank you so much for arriving here on your mat today. I hope you enjoyed this practice. I hope as you move throughout the day that you can come from a place of love and compassion for yourself, for the people around you, and the world around you. I really enjoyed having you here today. I hope to see you in the next class. Thank you so much, and namaste.